What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for the starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's trip to Pittodrie to face Aberdeen. Before we get into looking ahead to tomorrow, I have to apologise for Thursday. My cameraman was off ill. I was trying to control the camera and do the interviews at the same time, and I made a really stupid error with the audio, hence why there was no content on Thursday, so I apologise for that. Nobody is more fuming about that than me. But we move on and we go to Sunday, and we'll be back with the content working and audio working as normal. We come into this game against Aberdeen obviously off the back of Thursday's 4-0 defeat to Leverkusen. Of the interviews I did outside the stadium on Thursday night, I think the general consensus was that we were beaten by a really good team. There were positives to take in terms of our attacking play, but the defence leaves a lot to be desired, which we knew up against opposition of that quality. I think their goalkeeper had a really, really good game. And Joe Hart had a good game as well. That shows you how many chances they had. That Joe Hart had a few good saves and he still managed to concede 4 goals because we were just so open at the back, and the mistakes that we made, particularly with the first couple of goals, you can't make them at that level because a team of Leverkusen's quality punishes you every single time. So not in the best of form. I think it's 2 wins from the last 8 coming into this game against Aberdeen. Aberdeen are not in brilliant form themselves. They're currently sitting 9th in the table, played 7-1-2, drawn 2 and lost 3. A bit of pressure around Stephen Glass as well, even though he's only been in the job a few months. I think for both teams, this is a game that they really have to get a positive result from. But for us, I mean, we've absolutely no margin for error because of the way the results have went for us in the league so far this season. We still haven't won away in the league since Valentine's Day. We've just got no room for error with this game. It's an absolute must win because of the points we've dropped already. Before we get to the team, I need to tell you about our sponsors, OneFootball. The OneFootball app has everything that you need from a football app. You know all of this already. You can get lineup notifications, goal alerts, league tables. You can add widgets to your home screen. You can get all the Celtic related news sent straight to your phone as soon as it breaks as well. If you want to keep up to date with how Ferencváros are playing ahead of that double header in the Europa League in a few weeks' time after the next international break, you can find the Hungarian League. You can go and look at their home form, their away form, see where they're sitting in the table, look through their squad as well. You can do all of that packaged in a lovely, user-friendly way on the OneFootball app. You can download it by clicking the link in the description of this video. It's free wherever you get your apps on your phone, and as you know, it's a great way for you to support the channel. So if you haven't downloaded it already, please click the link below, get involved and let me know what you think. We'll start in goals then. As always, it will be Joe Hart. As I said, he had a few good saves the other night, but ultimately we gave Leverkusen far too many chances, and they ended up taking 4 of them. I think on the right hand side of the defence it will be Anthony Ralston again. Juranovic still out, so we're really lacking options there. I think with Ralston on Thursday, again, you can see against that quality opposition, playing in that inverted full-back role for the second goal. He tries to take the ball in the centre of the pitch, doesn't look after it quite well enough, and we lose the ball, and 15-20 seconds later it's in the net for 2-0 and Wirtz has scored. I think that's the danger with Ralston and the likes of Montgomery, who maybe don't have the quality required to be playing in that inverted full-back role where they have to take the ball under pressure in midfield. It does demand a lot of them. I'm willing to be patient with Ange and what he's trying to do here, but there's no doubt that we need more quality in certain positions, and I think you can see that just now. At centre half, I expect the combination of Carter Vickers and Starfelt to continue. Again, a really tough night for both of them, conceding 4 goals. As I say, the defence just now just looks short of confidence, and as a team defensively we look like we could concede any time the opposition goes forward, and that will give Aberdeen confidence, even though they're not playing really well themselves. That's the one area that we really, really have to improve in. Regardless of what you think about the philosophy or the way that we're playing, we've really got to tighten up defensively because we look really, really vulnerable at times. Now at left back, I know a lot of you would probably like to see Scales come in, but as I said in the build up to Thursday's game, if he wasn't the option off the bench against Dundee United and he didn't get picked on Thursday, I don't expect him to get picked tomorrow. So again, with the injuries, unless it's going to be ball and goalie, which I don't expect it will be, Adam Montgomery. Now, he really, really struggled, Adam Montgomery, on Thursday night. He is a young kid, but he looked a bit out of his depth against that level of opposition on Thursday. It's obviously a step down tomorrow, but he does have to improve. I think when he first came in, he looked bright, he looked fearless, but a little bit of uncertainty started to creep into his game. And maybe that's to do with how we're defending as a team, because it's really hard to have confidence when everyone around you is a bit uncertain as well. But if he is going to play there tomorrow, he's got to do a bit better than he has done in the last couple of games. Even with his use of the ball and his passing, he's given the ball away so cheaply in the last 2 games, so he's got to improve on that. Big boost for us on Thursday was that Callum McGregor was back in the team, and I expect him to start tomorrow. A massive player for us. I think ideally we would maybe like to move him up to the 8 position alongside one of Turnbull and Vogic, and let either McCarthy, Sorrell or Beaton play in the 6th position. I know a lot of people have been talking about that, and they'd like to see McGregor move forward one and maybe give a bit of a better balance to that central midfield position. I don't think we're going to see that tomorrow. Beaton, I think, done alright when he came on, but the game was gone on Thursday by the time he entered it. I agree that McGregor in one of the 8 positions gives us a much better balance. Turnbull and Vogic can't be trusted to play so many games in that position. They're far too similar to complete a pairing in midfield. They're basically both out and out 10s, and they don't have the attributes to be able to play as 8s. And I think defensively that's really hurting us just now as well. Having said that, I do think McGregor will keep his position in that deep line midfield role. And because we don't have any other options, as I keep saying, in that area of the pitch, I think it will be David Turnbull and Tom Rogic again. If we see Sorrell or McCarthy or even Beaton at some point in the game, I don't know how the game will need to be for that to be the case. But I just don't think we're going to start. We're going to start the game the way we've started all the games domestically and really try and go and attack. So I don't think that means that Beaton, Sorrell or McCarthy will start. I think that'll be the midfield 3. On the right hand side, Leo Abada, again, not fantastic the other night. His final ball at times does leave a lot to be desired. He's got a great habit of scoring goals domestically since he's come into the club, but he's really got to brush up on his delivery from wide areas. On the left hand side, I think it will be Felipe Jota, probably again the standout the other night. Caused Leverkusen a lot of problems, particularly in that first 15-20 minutes. If he can continue that for him, he can really cause Aberdeen some big problems. I know they've got young Calvin Ramsey at right back, who has impressed so far this season. Won a few standouts for them so far, but I think Jota, with his dribbling ability, can really cause him problems, and that should be an area of the pitch where we can get some joy tomorrow. And leading the line, surprisingly, on Thursday was Kyogo Furuhashi, and I expect him to start there tomorrow if he was good for 60-65 minutes, might even a wee bit more than that on Thursday. He's good to start this game, and my God, what a difference he makes. He didn't score the other night. He had 2 or 3 good chances, one that he really should have scored in the second half when Leverkusen keeper parried Jota's header. He should have put it away. The one where Jonathan Tah makes a great tackle in the first 2 minutes, you've just got to say that's great defending. And then he has a one-on-one with Radetzky where he makes a good save and it goes out for a corner. But the movement, the intelligence, the intensity that he both defends and attacks with is infectious, and it really sets the tone for the team. To lose a game 4-0 but still get a standing ovation going off the pitch as the lone striker tells you everything that he brings to the team. He's so important for us, and I think he gives us a great chance of winning this game tomorrow, and that is what we have to do. We're a totally different team with Kyogo Furuhashi leading the line. And yeah, he's made a massive impact since he's come to the club, and I expect him to have a massive impact on the outcome of the game tomorrow if he does start. That's the team I think the manager will go with. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as I say, cameraman back tomorrow. Don't need to rely on me. So the post-match pint will be back from Malone's. Join us for that as well. Cheers.